Hi everybody, my name is Ronan, and I'm the founder and CEO of Toronto, Canada-based RightBlueLabs. Our flagship product is the Logit system, which can accurately forecast injury, illness, and burnout risk in athletes before any material performance declines. I'm a former national level swimmer and a coach. When I used to swim, we used to keep a physical training journal, which we'd reflect on our day at the end of each day. We'd write on things like irritability, stress, hydration, if we're enjoying our training. And we did this because there are decades worth of research that shows that when an athlete keeps a training journal and reflects on this journal, they can identify patterns that lead them towards injury, illness, and burnout. The problem is that the only time we looked at our training journals with our support staff was when there was a crisis. So an athlete got badly injured or wouldn't recover from an illness for a prolonged period of time. So we created Logit. The way it works for an athlete is they take 30 to 45 seconds per day to reflect on their journal in a digital journal using their smartphone, computer, or tablet. And for the coaches, we triangulate risks based on previous outcomes and the patterns that led to them. So if Johnny, for instance, was not sleeping well and was irritable before his last few injuries, our algorithms detect that and forecast that as a higher risk. We're solving a problem for more than 8.5 million athletes across Canada and the US, more than half of which are at an increased risk of injury and illness at any given point in time because of how they recover in between training sessions. There are systemic ways to reduce these risks, but much like the physical training journals, they don't really work long term. We've had great traction. So 19 of the 22 Rio medal winners for Canada are active daily users on our system, and we have more than 80% of the national sporting bodies in Canada on our platform. Year over year, we've seen a 23% decline in training time missed from injury and illness for clients that use our system. So athletes are getting sick and injured less frequently, and they're recovering from their ailments much quicker. Our distribution is pretty straightforward. We work on getting the big logo, so the national sporting bodies, validating the system with their national teams, and then getting them to help us distribute it downstream. So for instance, a national sporting body would want to keep their ecosystem healthy, and they would mandate that at least 6 months worth of Logit data is available to the scouts of an organization if an athlete wants to be scouted by that organization. In the US, we have a great distribution partner that has right now over 17,000 athletes that they're going to be working on distributing this system to. We've also seen fantastic growth over the last couple of years. Year-end 2016, we finished at just shy of a $500,000 run rate, and we project that by the end of this year, we'll be just shy of $3 million. We win through partnerships. So we have a great partnership with the Coaching Association of Canada, with Team Boost, which is a fundraising platform for teams. If they can't afford our services, then they use Team Boost to fundraise from their peers, as well as Metrics Performance, which is going to help us with our US distribution. In terms of competition, we've been laser focused on creating a very straightforward product that has very high compliance. Because the application takes 30 to 45 seconds to use, we have greater than an 85% average compliance rate. And because we have such high compliance, we have a lot of data coming in. And with this data, we can build the best forecasting algorithms in the world, which is what we've done. And that's how we differentiate ourselves. We also have a rockstar team. So I'm a graduate from the Ivey Business School. My last venture was sold to Canada's largest media conglomerate. And just to pick another member, Daniel Lewis, our CTO, he was, prior to this, working on Canada's largest cybersecurity project for a company that was sold last month for $400 million. We've been ramping up and getting towards scale, which is what we're focused on this year. Near the end of last year, we were accepted into the Creative Destruction Lab, and year over year, we've consistently been growing our revenue and improving our team. Thank you very much.